The optional distressing. This is not a step that you have to do, it is an option, and it's distressing the material to give you that old world look. When we do most of our distressing, we use these basic 5 tools. Starting from left to right, we're using the little slag hammers that welders use. If you notice that the slag hammers, the difference between the two is one has a sharp point and one has a blunt point. And all that does is it makes 2 different size holes. The second to the right, which is the little chain with the little nuts and bolts, is a slapping tool that we use to give large panels indentations. We also have a utility knife, and we use a flat wood scraper, which is the very last tool on the right. Sergio is going to help me today, who is my lead finisher. And Sergio, why don't we start off with the hammer tools, and then we'll go from there to the rest of them. Now you're going to notice that Sergio is actually just kind of beating up the material on the wood using the razor part of the slag hammer, and he'll also use the other end to create some holes. Now distressing is kind of an individual procedure where you can do as little or as much as you want. Now as you can see, what we're doing now is we're trying to create like little wormholes using the different points of the slag hammer. Okay, Sergio, you're going to use the, which tool next? The slapping tool? Okay, now this is our slapping tool. Go ahead. Now, the slapping tool creates little indentations. Most of the time it's used for big flat panels of wood where we want to put a little bit of indentations in. Okay, next tool, Sergio. We're going to be using our scraper. Now this is just a flat wood scraper that we use. And basically what we do is we will go over the little tiny holes that we made with the slag hammer, and we're just distressing the material. And again, as little or as much as you want. Now we're going to do a lot of this particular piece because we want to overemphasize what we're doing here. Okay. The next tool is going to be our razor knife. And Sergio is actually going to go in and he's just going to cut and create little slices to make it look like it's distressed and beat up. Okay, those are the usages of all the 5 tools that we do. This step is optional. If you don't want to do this, you skip it, but if you want to do the distress look, these are the basic 5 tools and the usages for each one.